And then I came back like a year later, and my first upload back was this drill remix, and that just blew up. Got like 2.8 million views in like a month. So every day I started posting beats on this channel, and then more and more of them started blowing up. 2 weeks I was on like 10K subscribers.
Where do you think a lot of people go wrong when it comes to YouTube and type beats?
Firstly, they're posting shit beats, or they're posting videos with shit thumbnails, shit titles. They're not posting consistently enough, but also like sticking to the same niche. You gotta be tapped into what's actually trending, and you gotta see what's about to blow or what's blowing up now that is recently blowing up. The way I was found was from YouTube. So yeah, like a lot of artists found my beats on YouTube. Other ones are like, for example, through my managers, or if I'd like met the artist in the studio or something and I produced it there and then. Majority of my placements are from YouTube.
Calling back, got some keys.
And we're back with another episode of the Producer Royalty Podcast, and we're here today with my guy, Cosfinger. What's up, man?
It's good, bro.
How are you today?
Tired as fuck, bro.
Yeah, we were, where we at right now? Wanna let them know?
I don't even know, bro. Somewhere in Spain.
Yeah, we in Madrid at the Placement Chasers camp. Shout out to Placement Chasers, dope producer group out here, and they're hosting a really cool camp. They're building the next internet money and doing it their own way. But shout out to Placement Chasers. Just want to say that real quick. But yeah, we're in Madrid, and yeah, we've been got to know each other well the last couple days, and I know this is gonna be a great conversation, and it's gonna be a lot of value. We've had a unique story, so let's just get into it. So let's talk about first. What was your first real break into the industry when you first got some major placements? I know you started mostly on YouTube, right? So like, what was your philosophy when you started on YouTube, and how has that changed to today? How do you look at YouTube today?
What do you mean by philosophy?
I guess like, what were you thinking when you started your YouTube channel? Did you want to use YouTube as a vehicle to get major placements? Did you want to go the internet producer route? Did you want to have the biggest YouTube channel? Did you just want to use it for a period of time? Like, what were you thinking when you started a YouTube channel?
I mean, I feel like I was just trying to get my beats heard. Like, I didn't know any other ways. I mean, I knew you could DM artists on Instagram. I knew you could try it that way, but I just wanted people to listen to my beats, and I felt like YouTube was probably the best way. Like, I was looking at all these other type beats on YouTube, and I saw other people do it, so I was like, why can't I do it? I'd say that's the best way to summarize it.
How long did it take for you to get your first 1,000, 10,000 like subs?
On my beat channel, right?
On your beat channel, yeah. If you want to talk about your other YouTube channels,
I think it was like, well, that's the thing, right? I had an old channel where I was posting beats for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't get any subscribers, maybe like 100 subscribers over the course of 3 years. But then I started a new channel, and that one probably got about 10K subscribers in the first 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Bro, what? So I guess you had 3 years of experimenting at that point,
Yeah.
but what do you attribute that quick success to? Like, what did you do in those 2 weeks? Did you leverage the new channel boosts?
Well, it was a couple of things. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling, firstly, YouTube will like favor new channels in a sense, because you have 0 subscribers. Instead of showing the video, you don't have any subscribers to show the video to, so the algorithm is just going to push it out to random people. So as long as those random people like it, it's a good thing, and then we get pushed. Second thing is like, you know, obviously by the time I had started this new channel, my thumbnails were much better than they were before. I knew how to title stuff, I knew how to tag, and the most important thing was I was sort of lucky, but also I planned it out. There was this sample that was going viral on TikTok, and I turned it into a drill remix.
What year is this?
2021, October.
Yeah.
So I posted this drill remix at just the right time, and that shit blew up. So really the reason why my whole channel blew up was because my first upload, I mean, it was technically my 4th upload, but I uploaded 3 beats like long before, and then I quit on that channel, and then I came back like a year later, and my first upload back was this drill remix. And that just blew up. Like,
what'd it get?
It got like 2.8 million views in like a month. And they got taken down by Warner, man. Shout out Warner.
Yeah.
for the sample. But by that time, it didn't really matter, because, you know, all my
channel started getting.
Because yeah, as soon as I saw that one beat blow up, because all the way up until this point, I had been debating whether I should start a new channel or not. But as soon as I saw this beat blew up, in the first 2 days, it got like 25K views.
It's wild.
with 0 subscribers. I was like, okay, I know I need to start posting on this new channel. Fuck the old channel. So every day I started posting beats on this channel, and then more and more of them started blowing up. So even when they took down the first one, I didn't really care because
Yeah.
you know I already had the motion. So yeah, like 2 weeks I was on like 10K subscribers.
So for people, I think a lot of people are gonna hear this and be like, "Damn, maybe I should make a new channel." But it's like, what would you suggest for somebody who wants to leverage the fact that you could get a boost in your engagement if you start a new channel? Do you think that is something that a lot more people should do, or I know you had a YouTube channel that wasn't really too focused on beats, so that made sense for you. But if somebody has like a type beat channel already and it's just not doing well, do you think it makes sense to start a new channel now that to start fresh?
I mean, it depends on your personal circumstance. Like, it depends what kind of beats you've been posting. Because obviously you need to stick within your niche. So if you've developed a type beat channel where your niche is a certain kind of beats and you want to switch to a different niche, then maybe, yeah, I'd say definitely make a new channel for a different niche. But then again, I don't know, it just depends on your circumstance. Mine was a pretty, like, unheard of circumstance. I went from a completely different genre of like, it wasn't even music, I was making Nerf videos. So then me transitioning to beats, obviously it's not gonna work on the same channel.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it would be. I would say, yeah, still that you can't really go wrong with starting a new channel because I did the same thing with TikTok. It's not just YouTube, like I had a TikTok account that I was using inconsistently for the last few years, and you know, back in 2021, I had videos that would blow up of like the most random shit. Some of them were from music, some of them were just like random funny videos from school. And then obviously when I was trying to post beats on a serious thing later on, they weren't blowing up. But then I started a completely fresh TikTok account and my second video blew up, got like 4 million views this year.
Damn.
So it's like, I think, yeah, you can't really go wrong.
Your second video?
Yeah.
Damn, so you really live that through multiple platforms, like the algorithm boost that you get when you sign up for.
I know it's definitely a thing with TikTok. I read somewhere that like one of your first 10 videos will definitely get boosted by TikTok just because they want people to, they want especially newcomers to the platform to see that, you know, they have a chance at being famous. So it's really just TikTok's way of trying to reel people to keep using TikTok. They see that they can get like a few million views on their first few videos, so they want to keep coming back for more and keep doing it. Except most random people, they don't really have good videos like that. But if you have videos that are just slightly good enough to stand out amongst the rest, then you could probably do it.
Yeah. Do you leverage TikTok now? I didn't check out your TikTok before this. Are you on TikTok like that?
I mean, I should really be posting a lot more, but like I've done a few uploads and I've managed to like I've barely posted shit on the new account, but out of the stuff that I have posted, most of it has gone viral.
Yeah?
I just need to
What do you post?
Just like random videos with my beats on them,
like you doing random stuff, or is it kind of like cook up videos?
Like I'll find videos from the internet and I'll just put my beats on them.
Oh really? Yeah.
But I need to start doing that more. Like this was my plan because I was busy the last couple of weeks. Like I was in New York last week, I'm in Spain this week. But as soon as I get back, I'm just gonna start like spamming the TikTok shit.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely the way forward.
Yeah. Have you seen producers like really make a name for themselves and monetize, I guess, from TikTok? I'm not on TikTok at all, so I have no understanding of the landscape. Like, what's your understanding of like?
Bro, like millionaires are made from TikTok. Literally,
producers? Have you seen like examples of that?
There's like 12-year-olds and fucking 14-year-olds in Timbuktu or Kazakhstan making like millions, like 500K a month.
Producers.
Yeah, bro. Like kids.
Monetizing how though?
Bro, kids in their bedrooms making beats on FL Studio. Like they don't even have to be crazy good beats. They get one of them to blow up on TikTok. Everyone's using the sound. Then they post the beat on Spotify, and then everyone listens to it on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and then every single short and Instagram reel and TikTok that gets used with their sound, that gives them money as well. So they're getting like billions of views total. Like one of my boys, multiple of my boys have done shit like that and they're all millionaires. It's crazy.
For real? So
yeah,
from making a beat, like strictly a beat, it wasn't a song, they made a beat, they used it in a sound for a video that they made. It did relatively well, then that sound got repurposed a bunch of times, and since they own the original sound, so they're making money from it.
Yeah, it can be a beat or it can be like,
Could be a song.
A lot of people are doing like these Brazilian funk beats. They're like beats, but they put Brazilian vocals on them. But but they're still their beats. It's like a remix, but they get royalty-free samples from Splice. So
Yeah, yeah.
and that's, bro, you've definitely heard like, and like 50% of Instagram reels have these audios that I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, they're not real songs. They're just some. Yeah, I never really think about where they come from, but I guess like
Yeah,
as
like
a
it's,
producer, you
it's
could-
it's sort of like TikTok music. I wouldn't really listen to it outside of TikTok, but you hear it on every single reel, and there's
yeah,
a bunch of people in like Indonesia and Jakarta and random places like that listening to that shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
word. Yeah, I want to touch on sampling. We're going to talk about sampling. We're going to talk about you traveling in different countries and maximizing that. But I want to wrap up the conversation on YouTube. So where do you think a lot of people go wrong when it comes to YouTube and type beats or producers specifically? Where do you think they go wrong?
They're posting, firstly, they're posting shit beats, or they're posting videos with shit thumbnails, shit titles. They're not posting consistently enough. They're not, and consistently is both about how often you post, but also like sticking to the same niche. And they're also not picking the right niches that have enough demand and a little amount of, like, you don't want an oversaturated niche. So people are posting like beats that have been done like a million times before, and there's not even that much demand for it to match it.
How do you find a niche?
Look for, you just gotta be like,
Tapped in?
you gotta be tapped into what's actually trending, and you gotta see what's about to blow or what's blowing up now that is recently blowing up. Because if you find that if an artist just blows up now, or if like a whole, even like a subgenre blows up, like when hood trap blew up, when it was blowing up, if you were one of the first producers to see that, then that would be a perfect time to make those kind of beats, because there probably wasn't a lot of beats out in that genre, but there's a lot of people being like, oh, I want some hood trap beats. The same applies for anything, but.
So how'd you
Yeah.
find your niche? It was just from you being like you're an active, like you like to be tapped into what's going on next and like say invested in the sounds,
Like,
and what's
I
going
mean,
viral.
That's the thing, right? Like, back when I was on my old channel for like 3 years posting beats without getting any like motion or views, I missed like 3 different waves of drill. Like, I missed the old school UK drill. I was too late for that. The Pop Smoke wave, like, I didn't blow up on that wave. Like, I was late for that. All these other guys were blowing up, like Chris Rich, Jester Beats and stuff like that. I missed that because I didn't really understand the algorithm at that time. But I learned the algorithm just in time for the next wave, which was the sample drill wave. And literally that summer before that whole sample drill thing took off, I just like learned the algorithm, and I was literally just waiting for an artist or a genre to apply it to. So like, I had this knowledge and I was just waiting for someone to apply it to. So I was just looking all over like to see who would be a perfect fit.
For what, the titles? Like to put Central C type beat? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Like, Central C type beat was already oversaturated by then.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even get into that. I mean, I tried it, but it wasn't getting views. So that summer was the time when K-Flock started popping off in New York. And I don't remember how I tapped into, like, I think it was just blowing up, and I managed to hear about it. And, you know, I was using vidIQ. Like, every time I'd find a genre or artist that's blowing up, I'd look them up on vidIQ, like K-Flock type beat. And I saw that was a perfect opportunity because it was low competition and very high search volume. So I just started spamming his beats, but that was on my old channel and that wasn't getting views. But then I switched to the new channel like 2 months later, and that one drill remix blew up.
That was the K-Flock type beat?
That was like a sample drill remix, but then every single
Did it say
beat,
K-Flock?
no, I didn't. But I used K-Flock's video like as a visual in the background.
Okay, yeah. So you
And
leveraged
then
him.
every single video after that was like a K-Flock type beat. And the great thing was I had like 30 K-Flock type beats with basically just samples, because I used to sample shit into drill beats before sample drill was like blew up. So I had like 30 sample drill beats ready that I had posted already on the old channel that didn't blow up.
So you just reposted them on
I
the new channel,
reposted them on the new channel and they all blew up.
Yeah?
Like, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's probably really encouraging for or motivating for some people to just like you have the music potentially, but it's like you might not have the right packaging and the right algorithm to support it.
Bro.
Yeah, with the samples, how did YouTube take all the samples that you were doing? I know you mentioned another video you got a couple strikes, right? So how have strikes or being demonetized gone for you on your YouTube?
I mean, as long as you don't get more than 3 strikes in 90 days, you're good on YouTube.
What wound up getting you strikes?
So that first drill remix I did, that got strikes. Strikes only happen when the video gets manually like noticed by the sample owner. That means the beat is the video or the beat or whatever the song has blown up so much to the point that the people at like Warner or whatever, the executives or people working at the label, they've actually seen it and they're like, okay, we need to flag it. Like most of my, like half of my beats get copyright claims.
I assume, and they get demonetized usually?
As in, yeah, the monetization.
Like they claim your monetization?
Yeah. But that's fine because it doesn't get strikes. So strike is different to a claim. Claim is just like whoever made the sample, whenever they uploaded it through distribution platforms, they've got, YouTube has this thing called Content ID. So every single song that gets distributed online, it will go to Content ID automatically. And it's the same way Shazam works. So basically the AI algorithm can recognize any song that gets put out. And if you've used that song in your video, then it will recognize it automatically.
But I think there's like 3 options after that. They have the right to demonetize it, to strike you, or to just take it down? Or
I mean, most of the time they're not like, that's all automatic by the system. So it gets flagged within the first 2 minutes of you posting the beat.
Oh yeah,
so
it gets flagged that quick?
Yeah, because it's the AI doing it. So most of the time it will just get demonetized, but you'll still be able to have it up. And then in that case, if you want, you can replace the audio and stuff on YouTube. But I never really do that. I'll just keep the beat up.
Yeah.
Because I don't get most of my money from the ad revenue anyway. Most of my money comes from the beat sales. So it doesn't really matter if someone claims, if the video gets claimed. You can also do manual claims. A lot of the time, annoying thing about posting beats on YouTube is there's a lot of artists, like random nobodies. They'll take your beat, half the time they won't even pay for it. They'll post it through DistroKid and I'll put the Content ID on, so they'll claim your beat. And then you have to like, but it's easy, like you just copy and paste the message and you reboot it.
Yeah? You're not with a Create Music Group or anything?
Yeah,
you are with them?
Yeah.
How do they support you? Do you have, because I'm still a bit confused on exactly who they help the most. My understanding of Create's content monetization program is if you have the rights to a song, maybe it's a beat that you uploaded on the Type Beat channel. Any other channel that uploads that sound that's not on your channel, you're not monetizing because it's on a different channel. So they have a manual claiming or automatic claiming tool, both, that they can demonetize other channels and funnel it to you. As somebody with a Type Beat channel, have you been able to make money from that?
I mean, I haven't turned on like I never opted in for like automatically like claiming everyone's shit.
No? Do you make money from Create?
Yeah, a lot, because I just manually, like any big there's no point doing it for small placements, because like if someone's got 100 views on a beat they've used of mine, like there's no point claiming it. And I'm pretty sure Create doesn't even do that anyway, because they'll only claim it if it's over like 10,000 views.
Yeah.
But every like reasonably big placement I get, or anything that is gonna get a decent amount of views, I'll send it to Create. I just give them my percentage of publishing a song, they'll claim it. And I get a check from them every month.
You give them the song, like your major placements, and you tell them when you have a major placement, and then they'll claim.
Well, not just the major placements, like anything that I was gonna get like over 10,000 views, for example. Like,
okay.
On
so
YouTube.
Not your beats though, because in theory, like let's say you have a type beat with 2 million streams, and that's used by 100 artists, and they each gets 1,000 streams. That's 1 million views that you could demonetize all that, and that's I think you demonetize 100% of it. So I don't know.
I've never like looked into that, because most of the time I claim specific videos, but I don't claim the entire sound. I guess you could do that. I might need to see that.
Yeah.
It's just I've never thought about claiming my own beats, because obviously Create will take a percentage of commission. So it's like I don't need them taking the commission out of my own beat on my own channel, unless they can whitelist it. Maybe like they can whitelist my own beat on the channel, and then the rest of the videos that use my beat, they can, I don't know. I have to look
Yeah,
into
yeah, bro, I've been trying to understand like there's a bunch of there's only, from my understanding, there's only a couple hundred companies or that have the CMS system, access to the CMS system that Create has. So and then once you reach a certain level, you can start manually claiming stuff too, which they do. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but neither of us fully
I
understand.
mean, you can manually claim a video, like
You can still manually.
I can do it.
claim
Anyone
Yeah.
can manually claim a video, but it just takes a long time. So it's
Okay,
like
word.
having Create there to do that for me is really helpful.
Gotcha. Makes
Because I
sense.
can literally just send the link and send a percentage, and they'll get it taken care of. If I want to,
Yeah.
I've claimed videos myself, but it takes like
Takes
you know,
ages.
not ages, but it takes good 5-10 minutes. You gotta like.
Oh, to like fill out everything? Okay, word. Yeah. Gotcha. So then with sampling, what has sampling been like with your major placements? Like, how have the sample clearance process usually gone for you? Have you encountered any bad situations? Anything that you'd want to share about sampling?
I mean, obviously, as a producer, like the producer doesn't have the responsibility to clear the sample for an artist. Because if the artist is using your beat in a song, because I never really post beats on Spotify. I mean, I started doing that recently, but with like 2 beats. But all my beats are on YouTube, so there's not really an issue with YouTube, because YouTube, if it's a sample and it detects it, then it'll get demonetized. But when it comes to artists using your beats, they have to clear it if they want to post it on streaming platforms. And yeah, I mean, there's been a few ones. Like I had a Digger D placement that took like a year to come out, just because they had to. It was a Chief Keef sample. That took like a while just to get it all done with the paperwork.
So they actually cleared it ahead of time on that situation. They held the song until it was cleared.
Yeah, sometimes like with, I mean, yeah, if an artist is signed to a label, they have to clear it.
Yeah.
If an artist is
that's
independent, a lot of independent artists, they don't really care, because they'll just post the sample and worry about clearance later. Obviously, some songs I've had with samples, they've been big songs and they've been taken down.
Yeah.
There's been other songs that the artist is like, my biggest placement on Spotify in terms of streaming, it's got like over 100 million streams.
Which one's that?
It's called Weg von mir. It's a German song.
Oh yeah, that's your biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah, it went gold in Germany. It was like #1 on the charts for like half a year. It was crazy.
Yeah, I want you to talk on how that play happened after we talk about sampling.
But that had a Bruno Mars sample. It was an interpolation of a Bruno Mars sample. And they posted it on TikTok, it blew up. So then they posted it on Spotify. And obviously they didn't clear it because it was an independent artist. So he just posted it and worried about it. So basically shot first and worried about the consequences later. And Bruno Mars, you know, obviously wasn't happy about that. So when it came to clearing it after already releasing it, Bruno Mars had all the leverage because they'd already released the song. So he took like 100% of the royalties.
He took 100%?
Yeah.
Master and publishing?
Yeah,
I don't know if you had a master royalty.
100% of publishing, I don't even know.
100%? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100 million streams. That shit adds up.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Sting situation with Juice WRLD, Lucid Dreams. Yeah,
so I'm still like
Sting
trying to
took
get paid right now, but the artist is literally saying he didn't even get paid himself.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's made some money from streaming stuff that he can share. So like, I'm gonna get some money from it, but obviously, Bruno Mars took 100%. That's crazy.
Yeah. Sheesh. Damn. So how do you feel about, do you ever get asked to remake samples so they don't have to clear the master side or anything? Yeah, the label has asked you to do that before, or the artist?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
How's that usually go? They'll ask you in the clearance process, you know, is there a sample? Then you tell them, be like, can you remake it? What does that look like for you usually?
Well, yeah, like for example, like I've been working with 4-1 a bit recently, and you know, whenever we get like a placement with them, most of the time they'll know already if there's a sample, because it's like they'll be pretty obvious samples.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh, can you remake this sample, so that it doesn't get like copyright striked or whatever the fuck. And then yeah, you just have to like either replace the melody with a completely different thing, or you try and like interpolate the sample a bit. But obviously, if you interpolate the sample, I think there's still legroom for the original owner to claim it. So
yeah.
it's better to just like remake it.
Have they, Do you know if your splits have been reduced equally with the artists? Or like, let's say you have a sample and they want 25% publishing. Has that 25% publishing came out of that they as in the person that you sampled? Has that been split between you and the artist, or has that come out mostly your share? I'm sure it's been multiple situations for you,
I
but
mean, I don't even know, to be fair. Like, it depends on a case by case basis.
yeah.
Like with the Digga D song, I'm pretty sure. Like originally it was supposed to be me and Digga D was getting 25% each, and then Chief Keef would get 50%. But for some reason, I don't know if Chief Keef was being generous or something, but he ended up taking 25%. He let Digga D have 50% and I have 25. So me and the sample owner got 25 each, and then the artist got 50.
Okay, got you.
But that's just one example. Everyone is different. Like.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we always try to say when the song is coming out initially that you should let it be known that there's a sample, and then ask to have the splits reduced proportionately with the artist. Especially when it's like a known sample. If it's obvious that there's a Mariah Carey sample on the song and the artist chooses to make a beat with the Mariah Carey sample, then it's like, why should the producer be the only one that bears the cost of that sample?
Well,
If it's like a hidden sample that the artist didn't really know about, then maybe there's an argument for the other.
Yeah, I mean,
but,
like
so-
the Digga D song, obviously he knew it was a sample. It was a Finito sample, and he literally named the song after Chief Keef because it was like a homage. But yeah.
Yeah. Everything gets handled a little bit differently.
Same with the German one, like that was everyone knew it was a sample. Yeah.
When it comes to, have you had major labels use beat leases of yours, non-exclusive? Like I had a major label song, and the label was fine with using a non-exclusive license, or have they all wanted
To be
exclusive?
fair, most of the time they all just get exclusives. I can't remember the time I've had a major label use just they don't really get into that because it's not really profitable for them the same way, because then they would have to split the royalties 50-50 with me. So it's like they'd rather just buy exclusive and they only have to give me like 3%.
Well, a lot of times the BeatStars agreements initially, they don't say that it could be whatever, but like they don't even give a master royalty sometimes, like the BeatStars agreement. So I'm not sure what you sell on BeatStars, right?
I was on BeatStars and I got banned for the sample shit.
Oh, for real?
Even when I was on,
Yeah.
but even when I was on BeatStars, I realized that mistake early. Actually, because of that German song, I didn't have it. But you can edit your contracts in BeatStars. So after I realized that I didn't have that 50% in there, I just changed all my BeatStars contracts so that every time I sell a beat, they have to split it 50-50 with me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love that. And even if you sell it for a large fee, like you'll still do 50-50?
Well, for everything that's non-exclusive. Obviously for an exclusive, for an exclusive, I'll charge anywhere between like 3 to 10 points plus the advance and shit.
Yeah.
And 50% on pub. But
Gotcha.
it depends on the artist. Like on BeatStars, I'll probably put like 5 to 10% on the contract for exclusive, like when it comes to master.
I'm glad, because there's so many we deal with a lot of producers that reach out and they get a major placement from a lease. And it's usually, I don't think it's been a major label placement but a lot of them that have gotten like 100 million streams, and they got it from BeatStars, and they got an unlimited lease, and the standard BeatStars agreement doesn't have a master royalty on it. From my understanding.
I changed my unlimited lease agreement to 50%.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad to hear.
Because I think otherwise unlimited leases are stupid. Like there's no point being able to buy a beat for like $150 and then being able to use it and make like millions from it. You don't have to give the producer shit.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, we've had guys that missed out on many 5 figures just because of that. So did you wind up getting any major placements from your beat store, or were they all where did I guess proportionally, where did most of your major placements come from? Sending directly to the artist, being in the studio with the artist, maybe 10% came from they found it online. I know like Lil TJ finds beats online a lot, stuff like that.
Pretty much all my biggest placements, not all of them, but like, especially starting out, the way I was found was from YouTube. So yeah, like a lot of artists found my beats on YouTube.
Like major artists?
Yeah, like all my places, like, well, obviously my initial placements with these artists were on YouTube, but then once we got to know each other because of the first placement, then obviously I'll just send them more beats. But a lot of the time they just still, even artists I'm locked in with, they would look for more beats on my YouTube and I'll just use them. Other ones are like, for example, through my managers or if I'd like met the artist in the studio or something and I'd produced it there and then, or if I had met the artist there and then I'd send them beats later. But yeah, most of my shit, majority of my song, like the fuck am I talking about? Majority of my placements are from YouTube.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Majority of them?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So, what does it look like when it comes to clearing those YouTube beats? Does it go like a standard clearance? Do you ever find any issues from the fact that that beat might have been used 100 times before? Like, has anybody ever given you an issue about that or
What do
anything
you
like
mean?
that? Like with Content ID, I know we just talked about the Content ID situation. Some labels prefer not to use a beat that's been used by 100 other artists before, because then it'll cause Content ID issues. So has that happened with you? That's not your issue.
It's their problem, not mine.
Yeah.
I've never had like any label voice a problem about it.
Okay, word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine sometimes the artists will find the beat and then maybe the label's like, you really chose a beat that's been used, and then they push it through anyways. But yeah. So do you feel like it lowered? Some people think by selling your beats on YouTube or having your sound accessible, it lowers your value. What do you think about that?
I think that's bullshit because my beats wouldn't even be heard by anyone if I didn't put them on YouTube in the first place. Like YouTube is the way I got recognition to begin with, so it's like they can say what they want, but regardless, I'm still getting the placements, I'm still getting the money, so it doesn't really matter. Like,
yeah. It's like, how much could it even lower your value anyways? I mean, like, maybe we do see situations where, if you're trying to sell a beat to a major and every beat, they found it online and you're selling beats for $250 exclusively on there, then it's like, I mean, you might be killing your leverage a little bit there.
I put all my exclusives on BeatStars as like minimum like 1 to 2K, but obviously that's for like BeatStars clients. If you're a major label, that's a whole different thing. Most of the time, like the major labels don't even know that the beat is on YouTube. Because the artist that finds it on YouTube, but they're not gonna tell the label that, I found this on YouTube. The label just sees a song, they're like, okay, I don't know where he got the beat from. I just know this is the producer. We need to clear it, that's it.
Yep. And yeah, because it's like the workflow of it, if you think about how the beat winds up getting cleared, the artist uses the beat, they tell their lawyer or maybe the A&R who the producers are on it, or at least the main producer is, and then the lawyer doesn't look to see, look up if this beat is on a beat store or anything. They just reach out to clear it like normally.
And that's another thing, like most of the time when artists, like especially even from big labels, bro, like signed artists use my beats, they won't even clear the beat. They'll post the song and then they'll clear it after, or I'll have to chase them up. My manager will have to chase them up after, like send a million emails. Eventually we get paid. That's why I don't really care too much about like those big placements, because I make way more money from selling individual leases online to random people than from the big placements, because it's like most of these placements, the artist will post it, you have to chase them up. If you, like once you eventually get paid, sometimes it might take like 6 months, 1 year, 2 years sometimes, and then you're getting what, like 2K, 5K, 6K on an advance, and then you're splitting it with other producers, so it's like...
For sure.
Yeah.
What's the percentage breakdown of your income, if you don't mind talking about it? Like where it's like advances, publishing, beat leases, maybe some other things, like if you had to guess.
For the first 2 years of like my YouTube blow up, definitely 90% was just from beat leases. Now it's like, I don't even know, because I'm involved in so much other shit like outside of music, I don't know.
Like making money from other stuff outside of music?
All my money that I've got like lying around, I don't just leave it lying around. I've got it either invested in shit or it's like getting interest and stuff like that. So I've got a decent amount of money from that. I've got like YouTube ad revenue, I've got the beat sales, I've got exclusive sales like to labels and shit.
If you had to guess, what would you say? Like,
I'd say definitely
really rough.
like, shit.
50% YouTube and beat sales, or 10% ad rev?
Okay, so my YouTube revenue is probably about half of my beat sales. I'm talking about like just the online beat leases. Then I'm like, it depends monthly how much I'm getting from exclusives, because like it depends what placements I'm getting. Some months it might be like, I've got like 3 placements with major artists. Some months I might get like 1 or 0, it just depends.
Yeah.
So that's like irregular. Then, I don't know, probably like 60-70% I'm getting from beat leases. And then the rest is like a bunch of other shit.
Yeah. How do you feel about that at this point in your career? Do you still feel like all in invested in the online beat sales, or do you want to pivot more to?
I mean, that's still cool, but the demand for the entire genre has sort of gone down.
The
And
genre of
of like beats that I'm making, and it's hard to switch niche. So it's like it's still like I'm still getting a lot of beats sort of going viral and shit, but I don't know, maybe people are just getting poorer, but there's definitely less sales than there was in 2022, just because it's like people are not buying it as much. And also like you got to remember, like each sort of type beat niche has a different sort of demographic of artists and rappers who are going to use it. So it's like certain kind of beats you're going to get more sales on, and it also depends if there's samples or not. The fact that I use samples in my beats means less people might want to buy it just because they're worried about it getting cleared. Whereas, and also it's like majority of people who probably use my beats, you know, it's more of like a, don't know how to say it, like, I don't know, it's like more of like a grimy subgenre. So like the people who are using it are more of like more hood. They don't like, a lot of the time they don't really want to pay for beats. There's like I get people commenting like saying they're not gonna pay for my beats, even though like, I can copyright it. But obviously most of them get like no views anyway, so I'm not gonna go and chase them
people
down.
commenting, "I'm not gonna pay for your beat."
Like some guy commented on my beat the other day, being like, "I'm gonna screen record this. Sorry, bro." I'm like, bro, you realize I could just copyright that shit. But yeah, like whereas certain other like beats or niches of type beats have much better demographics and of people like buying them, like much more serious people. Like for example, lucky type beats I found with certain people, like I've got friends who post lucky type beats and they don't have samples, which means more people are gonna buy them. And also like most of the time the kids like buying those kind of beats or listening to those kind of beats or rapping to those kind of beats, they're like rich suburban white kids who just have a bunch of their parents' money to spend. Whereas like kids from the hood are not gonna have as much money to spend when it comes to like jerk drill beats, so they're not gonna be able to or want to spend that much.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
So that's really like there's certain demographics and based on each niche you have, and that's just like how it is.
Yeah.
So you gotta think about that. That's things I didn't really think about getting into it. I only realized that after like a couple years of selling these beats and blowing up on YouTube. But
would you change your creative process around that? Like if you are good and you're passionate about a certain sound, at this point, would you consider changing what you make to try to tailor to a potential audience that might have more money?
I mean, the thing is with YouTube is that with the algorithm is if you've built a channel around a certain niche, it's not really, YouTube is not very forgiving if you try and change it. So I can't just switch to a whole different genre of beats. If I start a new channel, then cool. But what I found what works is like sticking to the same niche.
Do you have a percentage of your beats that are, what would you describe the niche? Like what words would you put to it? I know you said sample drill.
Obviously before it was like, I guess it's always been sort of subgenres of drill, normally mixed with samples. Because before it was sample drill, like K-Flock type beats. Then it went to Jersey drill with samples. Now it's jerk drill.
Okay.
With samples a lot of the time.
So for you, is it like now that you're mostly jerk drill, is it like 80% of your beats are jerk drill and then 20% are you experimenting? Do you have like a kind of split that you use that makes sense for you?
On YouTube right now, on my main channel, all of my beats are jerk drill, but obviously like I experiment to make it like, you know, sometimes I have switch ups, or I just make it more unique than just regular jerk drill beats. But I've also found like a lot of the time I just need to keep it simple because before, like for the first couple of years, because I don't know if I have ADHD or something, but I like just putting a bunch of switch ups and crazy shit in my beats because that sounds cool to me as a producer and it makes it exciting for me. So I end up making like 10 switch ups in a beat.
Oh yeah?
But like that was what I was doing on YouTube before, and obviously like a lot of people would fuck with it, but when it came to artists and rappers, and especially like the bigger rappers wanting to jump on it, they would be actually thrown off. And I only realized this when I started going to the studios like with big rappers, and I would play these beats and they would be fucking with the beat, and then the switch up would throw them off. And then I'd play them like a beat where it's pretty much just the same like style just looped over and over again, and they would actually prefer that because it's more simple for
Yeah.
them to rap on. So I ended up having
Gotcha.
to sort of dumb my beats down a bit just to cater to rappers being able to rap on it more.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's building off of you being in the studio with guys and how that's different. Well, you seem to have done a phenomenal job, better than anybody else I could think of when it comes to like translating that internet recognition and bringing that to actual in life, real life relationships. So, could you speak on some of the things that you did that allowed you to take that internet success and build real relationships in person?
I mean, I don't
That's a
really.
general question, but
I mean, one thing I'll do is just I try and every artist that I would work with online or like that would use my beats, I would lock in with them online. I'd get their number and shit, and then I'd save where they're from in my phone. So like for example, all the artists in New York or wherever the fuck, let's say New York. Every time an artist from New York would use my beat, or even if they hadn't used my beat and I'd want to work with them, I'd DM them on Instagram. I'd be like, yo, let's work. Majority of the time they'll see it, they'll be like, oh shit, that's Cosfinger, like let's for sure. So I'd get their number, I'd save it, and I'd put New York on their contact. So whenever I
Shit's
go to
genius.
New York, I just type in New York on my contacts and it'll show me all the artists and producers in New York. And then when I go link them, we'd make music, whatever. Another thing I'll try and do is like I'll try and just keep in contact with everyone on my contacts. So like it would be time consuming, but like for example, every holiday like Thanksgiving, even though we don't even have that in the UK, but when it would be
Yeah.
like Thanksgiving, not Halloween, but like Christmas, New Year, I'd send a message to like everyone in every single country that I work with, like producers, rappers, and I'd say like Happy New Year or Happy Christmas or whatever the fuck.
that probably
And-
goes a long way, bro.
Or like even happy birthday, I'll say happy birthday to everyone. And it does
Yeah.
like, even like big rappers I've got in my contacts, I'd say it and they'll be like, yo, I appreciate you, bro, like. And I don't know if it's a small little gesture, but it would keep you sort of in the loop a bit. And they'd appreciate it because you're actually checking in on them and not just using them, not just talking to them when it's convenient for you when you need it, but more just like wishing them well. And like, I don't think a lot of other people are doing that, so.
Definitely. That is time consuming for sure. I know the few amount of times I've done that. It takes mad freaking time, but people definitely, maybe 50% of people don't, but maybe 10% of people really do, and that'll increase your profits maybe 10%.
And
So,
I had to get this app that would like send it to like be able to send messages to like 10 people at a time.
oh, for real? Yeah.
It was quicker than sending it one by one, but it's still slow as fuck.
Yeah.
If someone could make an app that can send mass messages to all your contacts, like that would be a lot of money in that.
I don't think that's allowed because the law doesn't allow you to
because
send
of
marketing
APIs.
messages. Yeah, so like if they make an app that's wound up used for that, yeah. So, but maybe there's
But yeah.
yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I think the shit you showed me that yesterday when you saved my contact as New York, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's fucking genius. Why didn't I think of that? Whenever I go to a new city, I scroll through my following and look that way.
Yeah, but
like,
that's the thing, bro,
That's
like,
not
I
conducive at all.
didn't really realize this until like halfway through my sort of career. Because like before that, I would just follow people on Instagram. I wouldn't even get their numbers. I didn't see the value of getting their numbers. But for me, numbers is sort of like how Jay said the other day. It's like him having an email list. For me, having numbers is really important because it's like I can lose my Instagram, but I'll still have all them numbers in my phone, and I'll still have them with like the location and shit.
Yeah.
Whereas like going through your following, bro, I have too many following and followers.
Shit
That
takes forever.
and there's like all sorts of people. It's not just music. I'll have like random people I met in parties that I'm not gonna remember.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
it's like if I save each person in my phone with, it's not even about music. Like if it's someone I met somewhere to do with someone else. Like for example, if I meet a lawyer or something, I'll save him as lawyer, Paris or New York.
Bro,
or whatever
I'm
the fuck,
definitely
like.
doing this shit now.
And that
for sure.
Yeah, and that way you
Yeah.
could just look through your contacts depending on what you're looking for.
How do you usually book trips for you when you go to a new city? You've been to a lot of different places recently, and will you usually have one big event that brings you there, and then you try to build a trip out around that? Like, do you have any type of like scheduling thing? I know, of course, it depends, but that's how I usually do it. So like,
Bit of everything to be. It's like, okay, I mean, this time, for this one, obviously, Placement Chasers flew me out to do this. Last week in New York, A Boogie's team flew me out for the TV show. So that was like,
Oh, you were on it?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? On what's the name of the show?
Turn Your Producers Up.
Yeah, word. I saw it live one time over there.
Yeah,
That's
so,
fire.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Were you a judge or what were you doing over there?
QP wanted me to be a judge.
Hey, that's dope.
So I came out to be a judge. So that's why I came, and then, I stayed a couple of days after we finished shooting in New York. But yeah, that was the reason why I came. But then, for example, other times I come to New York just to like, I don't know, on my own accord, just because I wanted to come to New York and work with a bunch of people. Or like, for example, it'd be like a group trip with my friends. So it's like a couple other producers from London that I would work with. They'll be like, oh, let's go to New York. So we plan it around that time, and we all go there at the same time and just go and work with a bunch of people. Paris, we'd go for like Fashion Week. We'd get like an Airbnb together, and like me and a bunch of producers in the Airbnb, and then we'd just bring rappers to the Airbnb, and we'd make like our own little studio.
That sounds like a great time, bro. It seems like you have a really strong network. We went out in Madrid last night and linked up with a bigger artist out here, and that was, you speak a bunch of languages too, so that's dope that you're able to navigate all these placements. How'd you get these placements in like Germany and like all these countries?
Pretty much just YouTube, bro. Like people.
Oh, YouTube too? Yeah.
Bro, I have like the most random countries using my beats. I've had people in China, like Japan, Korea, like Russia, random countries in Africa. Like I've had. Like one of my beats went viral on top 60 Nigeria and Spotify.
Yeah,
like the most random shit. Then obviously like South America. Majority of people using my beats are like North America, mainly New York, and then also like the UK, like London and shit. But then you also get people all over Europe and like Poland.
That drill sound is popular everywhere.
Bro. It's just like that's the beauty of YouTube is like you don't have to chase the placements chase you. Like people will find your beats on YouTube and you don't have to do work. It's like passive, instead of passive income, it's like passive placements. People are just using your beat. You could be sleeping, someone will buy your beat and then use it. Like while you're not even, you don't have to go out your way to send it to people.
Yeah. Do you send out packs now? Or like how do you approach it usually?
I mean, a lot of people, like a lot of A&Rs or managers or whoever the fuck will ask me for packs, and I'll try and send them, but obviously it's time consuming. I'm lazy, so like.
You describe yourself as lazy? It seems like you have a very consistent work ethic.
I'm like consistent when it comes to work, but I'm also lazy in other ways. Like,
I feel that.
I don't know if it's but because taking the time to send out packs is a long thing.
And
I don't really like sending packs on email because that's more time consuming for me. But like
to send it on email.
Yeah, but what I normally do, that's another reason why I get rappers' numbers, is I'll just send them beats whenever I make them from my phone, because I'll have them in my notes, and if I think there's a beat that's good for a rapper, I'll just send them that beat.
You'll just send them one beat and just text it straight to their phone?
Yeah, or sometimes if they ask me for beats, I'll send them like 10 beats on their phone.
So you just send it like right away? You don't make a pack that's like a sexy drill pack, and then you send it to sexy drill artists, or try to find an A&R to place it with a certain artist or anything?
If it's A&Rs, then I'll send them like proper packs like on Google Drive. But if it's an artists are not really normally that organized. They're not gonna, if you send it, because me personally, for example, it's just like, what I am sending beats to an artist is what loop makers sending loops to me is. And I know personally, I don't like loop makers sending loops to my phone, especially when it's like on a Google Drive or Dropbox, because I can't listen to it on my phone. I'm not gonna, and when I'm cooking up, I'm not on my phone. So like the best thing for me when it comes to loop makers sending me loops is like, they send me loops on email and like on my email and shit. But when it comes to artists, most of the time they're writing off their phone. They might not be in the studio. If they are in the studio, they're gonna be on their phone. They don't have a laptop in front of them. So they're checking their phone. So if you send them one beat to their phone, they can easily open it. If you send them a Google Drive, they have to click like 3 links and then wait for it to load, and that shit's long.
Yeah.
So if you just send them beats straight away, they can hear it from their phone straight away. That's the easiest way the most digestible way for rappers to consume your beats. So that's the best thing for me. Like I've gotten a lot of placements just from sending beats to rappers.
Just texting it, like iMessage. Yeah.
When it's like French ones, normally it's WhatsApp and stuff. Europeans use WhatsApp for some reason. But like Americans and UK rappers is like iMessage.
Word. Bro, this was an amazing interview, bro. I know the community got a lot of gems for this one. And this camera just died, so if you're still watching this. But thank you so much for joining, bro. And I'm excited for this episode to drop. So,
For sure, man.
Likewise. Peace.